Hey guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Fast and Kajin Cosplay, and tonight we're back again, guys, with 30 episode
20.
Yeah.
Last episode, we are going to fight the whale. Yes. Subaru managed.
So sorry I cut you, but
yeah.
I'm so glad that Subaru finally optimism back.
Yeah, he's ready to fight, and he did it right. Like, he went back to the other candidates. Thank you. I was looking for the word. He went back to the other candidates, at least 2 of them, and he kind of manipulated the situation. He used what he learned the last time, and he created this negotiation, and it went so well. But he did it like a champ, and now we've got Crush and what's her name? Anastasia,
yeah.
Thank you. Who sent their armies, and Crush is there as well. And they are standing right next to the tree. We learned that Wilhelm's wife was the sword master that got killed by the whale. So he's there with the need for vengeance. And Subaru, it ended with Subaru basically just starting running with their steed, their horse, their thing, their bird, and Rem is on top of it as well. And they started running towards the whale and fighting.
What are you waiting for?
Exactly.
Something like that.
This is going to be intense. The fight against the whale is about to begin. Let's see what episode 20 has in store for us. We're this close to the finale of season 1.
Yeah, and after that, we need to wait.
Yeah. We're not, by the way, you know, there is this thing that we like to do when we finish an anime series. It's to cosplay characters from the show. And this time, I don't think we will do anything for the finale of season 1. But we will definitely prepare something for season 2.
We will.
By the way, who should we cosplay? I think it would be fun if we were Ram and Rem, because we're sisters. But if you guys know who you'd like to see us cosplay, just mention it in the comments, because in this show, I don't have a favorite for anyone. Like, I don't know who I would like to cosplay.
We have many.
Yeah, so...
just, you know.
Who should we cosplay in this show, guys? Tell us! And without further ado, let's start episode 20.
Alright.
WILHELM VAN ASTREA! I refuse!
White Whale!
I refuse to think he's dead! I think...
To be honest, his last wish was to avenge his wife.
He could still do something!
Through the inside of the White Whale?
I've seen it before! Oh,
yeah,
no!
I think that by the end of the fight, maybe not this time of if we'll return back and start all over again, I think that Wilhelm's last fight will be with the White Whale.
I mean, there's a difference between killing someone off screen and this, you know? We might think he's dead, but we didn't see his dead body. We didn't see blood or anything. He was eaten, but he might still be alive, and it might take some time. He's still got ways to do this. There was the flower with him, so I don't know. I'm expecting him to still be there.
I'm gonna protect you. Oh.
I want him to still be there. Oh, that was so cool.
We didn't see much of Wilhelm's wife, Teresia, you said her name was?
Right, yeah.
And shit, she was awesome, guys.
Yeah, some people were saying that she was in the same family as...
She's an sister of Renard, yeah.
So,
well, I kind of figure with the same hair.
I mean, holy shit, their talent. But just like, it's a family thing with them, you know? So they're forced to become what they are, and sometimes, you know, when you're being... You get born
forced into the family business.
Yeah, you're being told all your life, this is what you're gonna become. There is no motivation. You just know this is what you're gonna become. So yeah. I find it interesting that all her talent and everything that she was, she just did it because she was told that, well, you're good at it, so you're gonna become that, and this is it. I mean, you don't need a motivation. This is who you are. So she's just along for the ride. So for him to be like, I'm training because I want to protect people. This is my way of protecting the people I love. And she likes that reason, and she takes that reason for herself. This is, I mean, she puts motivation on her training and on her position, and that gives meaning to what she is and what she's gonna do. So I like how they influenced one another. I just wish we could see more of them. They seemed really interesting. Wilhelm was one hot guy when he was young. Oh shit! I would love to do his hairstyle. Like, I love his hair, but he was beautiful. It's so great. I can see why they grew together and they became lovers. I can see that. It's so sad though that they were forced to. I mean, she died. He lost her, and now he's so full of rage. He's incredible, by the way. Like he's come a long way.
The way he was sliding through the wheel, my God, just like he was gliding a wall.
He's come a long way.
How strong do you need to be to just cut like through butter with your sword?
I mean, the sword needs to be really good too.
Yeah, the sword is good, but you need to be strong as hell to do that.
I swear, all that training, it gave him something great. I mean, experience is the one thing, but that was cool. As for the others, like, they were prepared, but like at first it was impressive, but then we learned that the most. I mean, it's not because an attack is impressive that it does much damage.
Yeah, they want you grounded to the. With them,
I mean, as long as it's on the ground, it's easier to kill. Because most of these guys, they cannot do anything because their swords won't reach. For some of them, like Crush, it's easy to do that because range doesn't matter for her sword. But the others can do that. And they're not all amazing.
That's what was amazing.
Oh,
That's what was amazing.
So cool. But now we have 3 whales.
3 Moby-Dicks.
I'm gonna keep saying that I want this timeline to be the actual timeline, the one that's gonna stick, because of the conversation we had with Rem. Like, everything that happened in this timeline was worth it. I want this to work out. Like, I want them to succeed.
But you don't want Wilhelm to die or the other people to die.
If Wilhelm dies, I want this to be for something. Like, I want him to take out at least 1 whale.
Or for the whales to be extinct after that.
Yeah. If he dies and it doesn't work out, then that's going to be one waste. Like, I'm going to be like, oh shit, can we go back? But I'm not saying...
Subaru, I know that I'm asking much of you, but can you just go back for that whole man to kill a freaking whale, please?
No, but, okay, I was saying in an episode that usually in ReZero, I don't have that impending doom feeling, you know, when I fear for a character's death and I'm like, oh, we're never gonna see that character again. And then people were telling me, yeah, well, you don't know, like, maybe someone's gonna die and Subaru is gonna go, he's gonna pass another checkpoint and then that person is gonna stay dead. I agree, it's true. But so far, he has never been in a timeline that seemed good enough for him to keep going. And you know, while suffering deaths during that timeline, you know, every time there's someone that dies, the timeline is so bad that he has no choice but to go back. So,
well, I can understand that you want if a character dies during the series, you want his death to be meaningful to something. But we must be honest with ourselves. Sometime in life, or
I agree.
If the show does it right too, sometimes your death means nothing.
I'm just saying we didn't see him die.
He's just gonna die off.
I'm just saying we didn't see him die. We didn't get an ending with him. He just disappeared in the whale's mouth. Like, we didn't see his dead body. And I have a feeling he might not be dead yet. Right. I'm not saying he's gonna survive this. I'm just saying that he might come back. If he dies this time, I'm also not saying that we won't go back to save him. I'm just saying that there's a difference between episode 15, where the timeline was so fucked up and Subaru was so lost, and then what happened to Rem was so horrible that there was no way he was not going to go back in time in this timeline. Like, he was going to die one way or another. And then this timeline feels so good that I'm like, the people that died this time, they probably will stay dead, because I have a feeling this is a timeline that's going to keep going.
Sure.
So...
I know what you mean, yeah.
So, yeah. I just, if Wilhelm is gonna die, if he's dead, I want his death to mean something. I don't care what you're saying about life not always being meaningful. It's true, but we're not in real life here. This is a TV show.
We're in a TV show, and usually we want the death to mean something.
Oh yeah. Get that, Game of Thrones.
Alright, so thank you guys for watching this episode with us. If you want to watch the next one, it's already up on the Patreon. The link is right down below.
Yes.
So if you want to watch it now, don't forget to subscribe.
And if you want to watch it on YouTube, it's going to be out in a couple of days. So we'll see you then.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.